How are you doing? This is the Mystic Podcast with Erica and Lady O. And we wanted to just dress up a little bit for our autumn podcast.
Yeah.
And things got out of hand.
Just a touch.
I don't know what happened.
We were just going to go for just a light autumn theme.
Just a casual, easy on the eye, autumn cozy experience.
But, give us a theme and we run with it.
Yeah. I ended up channeling some sort of, first it was a forest fairy, and then she turned into a Incan, Mayan.
She's a blend.
Forest temple person.
You went from forest fairy to like forest goddess.
What do you guys think? What do you think I look like, and what does Erica look like?
I don't even know what I am.
She has her ideas.
I don't even have ideas.
Well, you were showing me your ideas. You were telling me that you are. Do you want to do it?
What did I say? I don't remember actually right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I started off as a forest fairy kind of thing in this, and then I came outside and we realized that I also look like the autumn version of the lady from Chiquita Banana.
That's not very autumn.
No, but she is festive.
Yes. So I might have to cast a spell on you later.
Yeah, do it.
We're in the magical realm, everybody.
Welcome.
Are you ready? And too bad there's no mic on this, but hopefully you can hear it. You know what that means. You're in for a treat. Are you guys ready for Miss Erica and Lady O? When we get together, we become a little unhinged at times. There's microdosing involved. There's matchas involved. There's coffee.
I have a delivery order coming.
Yes, there's all sorts of things happening. I'd like to know where you're coming from, where you are, what you're doing, how you're hanging out, with whom. Are you cozy? Yeah. Do you have a pumpkin spice latte? I need to know a lot of things before we start. And welcome. Yes. If you've never been here before, I wish you luck.
I wish you good luck, guys. Hope we make it.
So hello, everybody. Look at you beautiful people here on the chat.
Hey, everybody.
Chatting away. Mr. Riz is in Cairo.
Yes.
They had the grand opening of the Egyptian Museum, and he is there for all the festivities. Super jelly.
Yep. For the Sacred Egypt retreat, which you can join next year.
Next year, we'll definitely talk to you guys about that. But he's there now with his group. And I said, well, I'll hold down the fort over here. And he doesn't know. I was going to steal his jewelry. And it was just all too masculine. I couldn't do it. So
I like what you chose.
Oh, so we have Craig is from New York.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Welcome.
Okay, so I don't have my glasses because it will kill the vibe. So I can
read some of it if you want.
Yeah, can you read some of it?
Yes. So we have Paul driving back home from getting treats.
Yeah, because we're a little early for him.
Carla's here. Idly is here. Patricia Sullivan is here. Nancy says Erica looks like a pixie and Lady O looks like a fairy. Accurate.
Yes. Accurate. I don't know if you guys can see the makeup job, but I want to show you because I do all of my own, of course. Any makeup artist would be like, I don't know about that look.
No, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, I have the blue lines here.
I like that you went through it. Or not went through it.
I went through it.
You did go through it. Went into it, went with it.
How do you guys like our set? Our autumn set? Isn't it
fabulous? Look at this.
You are in Merlin's forest. We're going to be pulling cards today. We're going to be going through Riz's oracle deck.
Yes.
And if you guys don't know who my husband is, he's Trance Channel Riz Mirza. We'll be going through his very special deck, and he announced without even telling me.
I know, me neither. Surprise,
so
surprise.
much for a marketing move, but apparently in the summer of next year, his next Oracle deck will be available, which I cannot wait, and it'll be UFO themed. Which
I thought it was the shamans.
Oh, with the shaman, but did you see what he posted?
Yeah,
he posted Kuan Yin coming out of a UFO.
Yeah, that was epic.
I loved that one
incredible.
because I was like, well, of course, the early man, women, beings on the planet were extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
And of course, they had special names and characteristics. And of course, they were revered by, well, when humans started to occupy and have conscious thought.
Well, they found it so many. I was just listening to something the other day. They saw there's so many cave paintings and like early from thousands and thousands of years ago, and they're holding like technological devices. Like it's so clearly.
Oh yeah. And and in Egypt, I mean, you look I mean, that is just high level technology.
Come on.
Yeah, so there's a lot there.
I can't believe like when I was learning about ancient Egypt as a kid, they were like, yeah, they had pulleys and ropes.
Oh, we have a super chat.
We do?
Yes.
Big Glenn.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Glenn.
So
we haven't seen you on the chats in a bit, Big Glenn.
Who else here? So we have, I can't see, Patricia.
Carla.
We have Peru.
Yeah, Carla.
So Carla,
our friend in Peru.
I have a little bit of the native look.
Not so much for.
Well, my mom is from Honduras, you guys. Yeah. My dad is English, Scottish, Norwegian, and my mom is from Honduras. And and she's lived in Honduras for years. Her family's been there for decades or generations. So I actually have native. So for that region, for Honduras, I think it's Incan, I believe.
I'm really not sure.
Yeah, you'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know that. But so sometimes when I get dressed like this and I bring out a little bit of my shaman side, I see some of my mom's side.
Yeah, definitely.
I also want to show
your Latin side.
Let's show them the show and tell items.
Yes.
So we made this in Glastonbury. This is Riz's wand. You can show mine.
This is yours, yes?
Yeah, go a little close.
And you see, these are incredible. So tell us the story of these.
Yes. So we partnered with a local pagan ritual shaman couple who took us into Merlin's cave in Glastonbury this a few months ago. And we're going again next year if you guys want to join.
Yeah, in September.
And it was the most magical moment I think I have had in 15 years of doing retreats to go into Merlin's castle.
Yeah.
And, his castle, the
cave, right?
So there's like a castle, but it's kind of like ruins, but it's supposedly, and there's a whole story with King Arthur and how it's a long story. But anyway, underneath that is the cave. So Kubi May, shout out to Kubi May and her beautiful partner, Edward. And they're both beautiful, by the way. They're actual real woodland fairies, like real. If you go to her Instagram or mine and I post them, you'll see. But they took us to an apple orchard that King Arthur and Merlin supposedly walked through.
Wow.
And would meditate. And we pulled special branches from those apple trees. We went back to her little setup that she has, and she helped us to form and mold and create these wonderful wands with crystals on either end, personalized. We made it ourselves. She showed us how to do it.
Wow.
And I'll take that one.
There you go.
And this is mine. And then we imbued it with, all of our intentions and group activities. It was really, really special. Yeah. And I happen to be a huge fan of Merlin. And I don't know if that's the right word, but I wrote a book, Finding Merlin. And it's a 400-page kind of a sabbatical of my spiritual journey through Merlin's Forest, told in the first person. So it's like it's happening to you, but it's happening from what a soul goes through as they look for their own magic to remember who they are. And so you could relate to it because we all go through so many like trials and tribulations and challenges to try to figure out, where's my magic? Where did it go? Am I magical? Was I ever magical? Does magic exist? Is Merlin real? What's happening? So that was my journey as I wanted to understand magic in all of its essence. I also wanted to explain a little bit more. I told Erica I was going to talk a little bit about this, so she's being very well behaved right now. So you can.
I do want to say though, Carla, who's from Peru, said that the indigenous community in Honduras is called the Lenca. So there's a separate indigenous tribes there. Lenca, Lenca. So you may
my
want to
mom
look more into that for your mom.
Was born and raised in the mountains of Santa Bárbara, Honduras. And yo hablar en un poquito español. No hable mucho y entiende más, pero no hable todo. Like a lot. It's pretty bad. But when I go to Spanish places, of course, like everybody says, I just have to be immersed. And after 3 days, it starts coming back really. But she grew up with a large family of 14 kids. And no, they did not have public education back then in the 40s. And so their uncle, who was a teacher, would come up and teach my mom and the kids on the plantation while their dad was harvesting with hundreds of people. And she was learning about the world through Reader's Digest.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's how she kind of understood the world. And they didn't have like anything. So there was no, nothing.
Wow.
And so her father used to make her shoes and it was just very, very kind of rustic and a little bit on the villager side, but there had like property in the mountains. And she came to Hollywood, California, of all places, and met my dad, who was a auto mechanic at the time. And this was in the 70s. And they would draw symbols on napkins. And that's how they would try to communicate and talk, because she didn't speak any English whatsoever. And when I was learning how to read, my mom was learning how to read with me. So we would sit there and we were like Jack and Jill, like we were both learning. So it was really good. Yeah.
That's really sweet.
But there is a tie-in, a little tie-in. I'm not going to go fully into it, but there's a tie-in as to why I became obsessed with magic, obsessed with characters and design and arts and everything I do here. And there's a reason. And you don't need to have a reason, but in my case, I had a reason. I'm an only child, and I grew up moving around. My dad was moving around a lot, but I grew up in a small little family that was very, they had their own dysfunctions. They were very distracted by. And so here I was by myself with my cat and my books, and there was no television because I grew up in kind of a very religious, like no TV, no birthdays kind of situation. Yeah. So I went into the closet. It all started in the closet, and I built a fantasy world with like fabrics hanging from the closet and my dolls and my books and exactly what you see here, like the lights, like the candles. I built this world in this little closet, and I would talk to myself and build stories and fantasy worlds. And I went into the forest, and there was creatures, and I was deep I was like journeying. And this went on for many, many years. And I became an actual artist. And I did a lot of designs back then, interiors, since I was very young, but like 15 and up. But I also was an acrylic and watercolor artist. All of this stemmed from being in a very uncomfortable childhood, that it was hard to understand why anything was happening and who I was with and what was going on. It was just very frustrating to live in that dynamic. So I became an artist and I became a designer in this way, like you're seeing here, because of my challenging childhood. And why did I come full circle and come back to it is because why not?
I like that. Why not?
Did you like my story?
I did like your story. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. I got the Miss E sign of approval.
I was also a closet dweller. Actually.
You were?
Yeah, I had a very magical closet.
You did?
Yeah, my closet was like...
You never told me this.
Did I never tell you that? Well,
you
you're
only
about to
let
hear a new
me
story.
go on to think that I was the only one with a magical closet.
No, I had a magical closet too. We had this, and it was a very cool closet. I'm just going to story tell for a second here because it was in this one house. We lived there until I was about, it was right before high school started. So until I was 13 or something and I was little. And in my bedroom, there was the closet and it had like a little slanted roof and it had little steps because the closet went up to the attic.
Oh.
Now, the attic was scary. I was definitely afraid of the attic. I did not go up there, but there was the door. So there was my closet door, the 2 steps, and the door to the attic and my whole thing. And that was, I felt like I lived in a portal in between dimensions.
Did you decorate it?
I did. I covered it in.
I can't believe you're just telling me this now.
I feel like I probably told you this when we first met. Because I told you a lot of my origin stuff, but it's fine. I don't talk about the closet very much. But I used to be obsessed with cutting pictures out of magazines. That was my decoration.
Oh my gosh.
So I would get every magazine you could imagine.
I did that in junior high school.
Yeah. I would
but
cut
you
out.
did that young.
Yeah, I would cut out everything.
Wow.
I was like vision boarding before vision boards were a thing, guys. And I covered every surface I could. And then I did have some like twinkle lights and different, and I would be in there.
So we're 10. If you guys want to know, we're 10 years apart. I was born in 73. She was born in
83.
Yeah. So I remember doing my magazines on the walls, and I would, cut out, I had to be very careful to make sure I get the whole 8x11.
Yes.
Right. And then I would start at one corner and go to the bottom, and it was like wallpaper, like the entire wall, all 4 walls.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those days. I wish to do it again.
I would.
wish I could.
I
So Paul says we're both out of the magical closet. That is correct.
That's so true.
Well, the other oracle deck we are going to be drawing from, you guys, is going to be my oracle deck that is called the House Witch Oracle Deck. And it is based on the Celtic and pagan traditions.
It's so magical.
What it does is it helps you to organize and bring magic and sacred feeling and art back into the interior dwelling of any space. So instead of just thinking it's just, tables and chairs and cleaning and dishes and boring things, you actually have to look at everything as a symbol. The doorway is a threshold, and the water represents cleansing, and the windows is looking through portals, and it can go on and on. So, I think there's 63 or 83 cards,
like that.
And there are so many parts of the house, from closets to bathrooms to rugs to windows. And what the purpose and the intention is that when you're lost the magic in housework, lost the magic in organization, lost the magic in your interior dwelling, and you just it doesn't feel special anymore. This is a step-by-step way to go back into your dwelling and find the ceremonial and sacred magic that exists in every single area, because it's all symbolic, right? Everything is, the floor represents stability, the walls represent protection and sacredness and sanctity. It's all what you bring to your stories, right? So I'm going to be pulling from here too.
I was just thinking this would be amazing for families. Because if you wanted to teach your kids about how to have sacred space and also do chores and things like that, help out around the house.
Oh, yeah.
How fun would this be to be okay, you're going to pull the card and this is what you're going to, which part of the house you're responsible for.
This particular edition is a little bit higher price point than I'm comfortable with, but it's the distribution fees, and I'm very unhappy with the price point. But I will be doing, hopefully next year, a new version or a reiteration with a new distributor that will be more comfortably priced. So I kind of give a forewarning in case you get sticker shock and you go and you're like, what is this? It's not me. I swear, I promise. So those are the cards. And now I will turn the mic over to Miss
moi.
Erica's also a tarot reader, but she's also an awesome astrologer. So today we're going to do a little bit of everything. And we're going to pull from the deck here. She's going to answer questions about astrology, but she's going to tell you all about everything you want to say. In your intro, you get the floor. Thank you.
I have the floor. I said I wasn't going to do accents, and I'm really.
We're practicing.
I'm really. I just want everyone to know how difficult this is for me right now to not go into like 27 accents.
I know.
It's like holding back a horde of wild horses that just want to talk in various voices. So I'm just giving my props to myself for that.
Oh, yeah. I know, me too. Because
I know we go there.
We're being well behaved, you guys.
This is us on really good behavior.
We're on really good behavior.
I don't know how long
now.
it's gonna last.
I know. There's no guarantees because there's sugar coming.
Yeah, and it got dropped off. But I was trying to see if maybe there was a house elf that could bring it in. But I might have to go. I might have to grab it. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go get it because.
Well, you were supposed to also get a Kleenex box for me.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because.
Oops. Yeah. You need one?
Yeah, I need one. I'm one of those people, you guys, when I talk, sometimes my nose runs and I don't know why. Does any of you guys have that crazy issue of being human? It's only when I'm talking a lot. I think it's the vibration of talking. Being human. What is it? Being human. Oh my God.
Just kidding. It's magical.
So why magic, you guys? Why all this? Why? Well, why do you think? If you don't bring in magic and you don't go the extra step, the extra mile, and just give yourself permission to go deeper into anything that makes you feel good, then what is the point? You don't want to be walking around listlessly in life, meaningless, and just randomly, chaotically living and just showing up like, oh, I guess I'm here another day. What am I doing? I mean, you could do it that way, but it's not as exciting. So I recommend sticking to your preferences, things you like, things you love, hobbies, and really just going deep into your own magic. And that's what our show is about. It's always about that. It's always about bringing yourself deeper into your own magic. What did you get there?
I just went a little crazy with my orders. And I couldn't decide, so I got all three.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Oh, I don't have my mic. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good catch.
Yeah. I'll move it in a second, but
it's ASMR. It's okay. So what is that?
Let me get them all out so I can remove this bag. And I did also want
Where
to give
is it
a
from?
shout out. This is from Pete's. But I wanted to take a moment just to give a little shout out to our favorite coffee company, which I don't have brewed today because actually we're almost out. But Ethereal Realm Reserve, we're now on Scorpio season, so I've been drinking the Midnight Eclipse Scorpio blend, and I really, really love this coffee.
Is there straws?
I go through it very fast. But we do have a discount code, and it's 15% off, and the discount is Mystic 15.
Can you believe each blend is a different sign of the zodiac?
How fun is that? And I do it season by season. I will not drink Scorpio until we are in Scorpio season.
The Virgo is insufferable.
Yeah. Because otherwise it's cheating. Did you get straws? Yes.
Good. Oh
no.
Oh.
Okay, so I got us a flight of seasonal drinks.
It's so slippery.
What's happening?
They're very slippery. Okay, let me just put it in here.
My goodness.
Oh my gosh. I have to get matte next time.
Yeah, but I like that they're shiny though.
I know. Are you throwing trash all over the studio floor?
No, it's just one tiny thing. It's fine. Okay, so this one is called Ginger Spritz.
Ginger Spritz?
There's no caffeine in that. It's a ginger spritz.
Handing me
well, I thought you might want to just taste it because it's a flight. You have to taste everything.
Okay.
It's like ginger beer and turmeric and holiday spices and magic. So take a sip. Tell me what you think.
There's a lot of stuff down here.
Yeah. Give it a stir. Just stir it, Una.
Can't help it.
No one's going to get that reference that I just said. If you got that reference, I'm impressed.
Ooh.
How is it?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's sparkly.
I want to taste it.
It's like a it's a spritz. It's definitely a spritzer
Yeah? Okay.
type of situation.
Now, number 2, this is a Dubai chocolate pistachio matcha.
Everybody's calling everything Dubai now. They're using that name for everything.
I know.
Okay. This is
That's spicy
pistachio.
and fun. That's pistachio chocolate
Pistachio.
matcha.
Did I say pistachio?
Pistachio.
Pistachio.
See, I told you we weren't going to
I can't go.
voices.
I'm trying so hard not to do accents right now.
I told you. Okay.
Has
What's your
oat milk?
thoughts? Yeah. Everything
Whoa.
is non-dairy.
This is as opposite as you can get from that. And I was not prepared. Oh my God. Okay. It took me to a whole other world because it's smooth, soft, but roasted feeling.
Ooh.
It's like because of the pistachio.
Yeah.
So it tastes
Pistachios?
pistachio.
Yes,
I always say
pistachios.
pistachio.
I had pistachios at
I'm
Mount Shasta
so
one
sorry
time.
about
and it
my
was fabulous.
pistachio. So it has like
Meet me at the plaza for pistachios later.
well, you're the one that says Shasta.
I know.
I want to go to Mount Shasta. I'm like, it's Shasta.
They should say it Shasta.
And you also say Nevada.
I did say Nevada. I didn't mean to though. That was just a fluke.
The last time I went to Nevada.
I went to Nevada. I ate at the plaza. I had pistachios, and we talked about Mount Shasta. It was fabulous.
Very good. All right, you guys.
Wait, I want to try that one.
Everybody's been so
And then
patient.
if you want to try this one,
we're going to get started. You can start. This is a good time to start writing down your
yeah,
questions.
I'm just giving you guys time to marinate.
And decide if you
that's
want.
holiday spice.
Okay.
That does have caffeine.
And does that have caffeine?
Yeah, but it's matcha.
Okay. Decide if you want an oracle deck reading from Riz's deck, my deck, or astrology question from Erica. And it can be on any area of your life. And it's all free if you want to throw coins our way. We'll always accept. But for now, you just go ahead and ask your question. You can start putting it in the chat now. And Erica is going to be monitoring it through her phone. And she's going to look and start picking questions.
Yeah.
As we go into the fall season, especially in pagan traditions, this is when the liminal space, am I saying that correctly? Liminal is the most active. This is when the portals are it's like they're waiting for us to take the opportunities to go in and out of these portals. And and I'm not going to go fully into it, but being that we're in the Taurus moon right now,
right?
I am a Taurus. I could not sleep for a couple days because I was super activated, and it was forcing me to dive deep into a lot of my programming and childhood experiences to see if I could complete my trigger reactions once and for all in areas where I felt like I didn't get enough from my family or my parents, and I felt like the little girl in me could not understand it, and so she still has reactions. She still triggers.
Yeah.
Because I haven't cleared it 100% or accepted it or owned it or felt like I created it. And I still was having a lot of blame and victimhood involved, even though it was very minor because I've been working on myself for many, many years. But the Taurus full moon came in so powerfully that I literally had no choice. And I went into these spaces, into these portals, and I started clearing these last couple days. And I feel very weird, like kind of like new skin, a little awkward, a little vulnerable, a little off center. But I just want to encourage you guys that when we do these readings, it's always for the intention that we want you to realize that we create our own reality, even if we don't know why or don't understand. And these, like astrology, is a roadmap, and the guides channel these messages through Riz's oracle deck and through my deck. And what happens is you're going to hear references that remind you, like big aha moments of who you are, who you've always been, and where you can go in life so you don't feel lost in like the direction of where you're going. And I could say so much more about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's the setup for all you guys who are new and guys who want to jump in. And I see some people started asking questions.
Yes,
so
and
I'll let
I'm going to
Erica
jump
look
in
into
with Idalie's question because she wanted to know astrology, about what to prepare for in winter season. And I want to expand on that and talk a bit about this Taurus full moon and kind of what's happening in the close of the fall as we get ready for the winter season, because I think it's so powerful to look at astrology seasonally. Absolutely. But this Taurus full moon, full moons are always about, this is how I interpret full moons, is they're about releasing and letting go. I don't look at full moons as much of a manifestation, like let's set our new intentions. That's new moon energy. Full moon is exactly like it's the culmination of something. And so you're meant to go more reflective and more inside and to help heal things and move things through to their completion. And this full moon in Taurus being inside of Scorpio season is really powerful, as well as some things happening in some other planets, because Scorpio season is so much about death, rebirth, transformation, going very deep, going into our emotions, our feelings, our shadow side, all of these things. So when the Taurus full moon comes in, it was giving us this beautiful boost to really let go and make our life more comfortable, because Tauruses are very much about feeling in the body, feeling comfortable, feeling safe, feeling stable, feeling secure. So if you bring those two energies together as we're going through this deeper season heading into winter, where a lot of things are coming up, where you're reviewing how your year has been, how your life has been up until now, where you may want to heal. The Taurus moon came in and was like, how can you do this in a way that your life feels more comfortable for you? How can you be more gentle with yourself, more cozy with yourself, so that as you rebirth, you do it in a way that feels good to your own inner ecosystem. So it's a beautiful moon. I'm always, when it's full moon in Taurus, I get excited because...
Well, this is the first time I was like ready for it, anticipating and waiting, and I felt it actually come in. Normally in the past I've been so distracted and busy and I didn't feel it as much, but this year, oh my gosh.
And it is extra potent this year because there's a lot of things. I mean, there's so many things happening. We would have to do like a whole episode on the astrology of what's going on, but we've got Uranus is going through Gemini, and it has been for months and will for a few more months. And that energy, Uranus is very much about kind of disrupting things, shaking things up. It's in Gemini, which is communication. So this is a big time for people to really have important conversations, things they've never been able to articulate or say, either internally or externally.
And that's what's been happening to me. I've had sit-down conversations with several people just impulsively.
Yes.
And I needed to like clear like areas that there's been some heavy scar tissue over the years, and I never have been able to get to it.
Yeah.
It was like out of sight, like on the peripheral of my life, of my soul. And I was able to finally grab it and go, I need to tell you about this. I need to explain why I do this. And can we do it differently? And it was the first time 100%. I've been able to like, I rode that energy out.
And it's going to stay in Gemini for quite some time. These outer planets have a long trajectory, but it's retrograding right now. And so that's why it's extra potent.
There was a lot of retrogrades happening.
There are. Well, now we're kind of out of some of the bigger we had Pluto in retrograde. It was still in Aquarius, but retrograding through Aquarius. So that was like that was very transformational for people over the summer to be like, oh my God, like I have to really clean up some of these patterns that are not serving me.
Laryngitis. Yeah. After I left Glastonbury, went to Spain, went to Thailand, and did deep dive soul.
Yeah. Pluto is like
rebirth on myself.
Unearth things for you.
Yeah.
We had I think Neptune was retrograding too. It may still be that. Don't quote me on that. But Saturn is also retrograding right now through Aries. So all of that's swirling for people. You know, Saturn's energy is, when it's in retrograde, it's to get you to slow way down, to rework things. And when it's in Aries energy, it's about leadership and taking initiative. So you combine it with the Uranus and Gemini, you combine it with Scorpio season, you combine it with the full moon in Taurus. It's really about surrendering to creating your life in a way that is so much more comfortable and authentic for you, where you feel like you can communicate and move forward in a way that is true to who you are, and actually, like, yes, authentic, but more relaxed
and customized. It's like more customized.
Yeah, it's about, Taurus doesn't want you to be uncomfortable.
Never.
Ever.
Ever.
So it's like, yes, let's have deep transformation, but not in a grating, jarring way. It's how do we do it in a way that's better suited for our own unique temperaments and selves. So that's everything that's like swirling around up until the end of the year. Those are some of the main. And then,
do you know what I've noticed with people? I don't know if you guys have noticed this in your own lives at home, and if you feel this with your family and friends, or even with yourself, but I've been noticing that people are like honing in and getting more detailed in their focus about what they want to create in themselves, what they don't want anymore.
Right.
What they do want, how to adjust it. It's like we're looking at the control panel and we're starting to like do more micro moves, where before it was like, I don't want this anymore. I'm not doing this. Fuck this. Fuck this. Everybody's mad. Everybody's like, after COVID, everybody was like, get rid of everything, clean out the whole lot. Like, it was like chaos.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, after all these 5 years, it's like going down into like this calmer. People are starting to like hone in, and they're like, I'm really going to actually sit with this. I need to meditate why I don't want to be with this person, or why I want to go to this thing, or why do I need to leave my job, or what's happening. I think I actually need to go into the nitty gritty. I need to understand, am I really being a blamer? Am I really being a victim? What's really happening here? A lot of people are starting to have these inner dialogues that are taking them to the next level.
absolutely.
And I'm noticing it in this season coming up.
Yeah.
And there's a great divide, of course, where there's people who are like, you know, like anarchy and like anger and flipping everybody off around, you know, in life. And then they're concerned and stressed and they're nervous about the future. Then there's a bunch of people that are saying, I'm going to do this the way I want to do this. I have really seen enough and heard enough, and I am now going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of my mind. I'm going to have the proper diet, the proper conversations. I'm going to do what feels good for me and be more customizable and customize their life more. There's more intelligence, more consciousness happening.
Yes.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Do you notice that with your
I do.
your clients who are asking you questions?
Absolutely.
They're so detailed.
Yes. A lot of it has to do with Pluto going into Aquarius. I mean, that's my take.
Okay. Tell me more about that.
We had Pluto in Capricorn for like the last 15, 16 years. Pluto in Capricorn's energy was all about like, get rid of it, take it away. If it's not working, it's out. Take everything down to the studs. Like, really, just if this structure is broken, it's gone. That was Pluto in Capricorn. But Pluto in Aquarius energy is about, and this is for the next 15 years, guys. It's, or actually even a little bit longer. Aquarians are about seeing things from a much bigger perspective. So you get the clarity after you've taken things down to the studs, or you've seen what's not working. You go, oh, I need to do it this way. Aquarians have vision for the future, and they're also highly unique. Those are two of their hallmark things. And they're also more emotionally detached. So it lets you look at your own life from a more observational, scientific place so that you can actually see what to do.
Yeah.
If you don't resist it.
Yeah.
If you resist it,
well,
that's another podcast.
yeah. Resisting is futile.
Yeah. There's some questions.
Let's take some questions.
For you on Patricia says, I would
do we want to go with the super chat first?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about the super chat. Sorry. Let me see. Can I find it on... Are you able to see the super chat?
Welcome. Yes. Welcome, everybody who's just joining us right now. We're about to start pulling cards and taking questions. So get your questions ready and line them up. Start putting them in the chat box. We'll start picking them. Let us know if you would like a question answered from the Oracle deck, House Witch deck, or Riz's Spirit Guide. Actually, I don't even know where his box is. It's actually in the bookcase. Okay. So
I'll
Riz
have
the
to
Wiz
get it.
Oracle deck. It's his Spirit Guide Channel deck. So if you want, and this is very accurate. If
Oh
you've
my
seen
gosh, yes.
past shows,
Yeah.
it's scary accurate.
Yeah.
And then also if you have questions for Erica for astrology.
Yes,
and
of
I'm an
course.
empath professionally in the sense that I specialize in helping people with their nervous system and how to integrate, how to accept, how to absorb, how to be here on the planet in one piece and not implode. So and Erica is very good with the map. Turn left, turn right, go here, go there.
Yes.
Okay, so what was you want to do the super chat?
Well, yeah,
Big Glenn?
I'm not able to see
Sure.
the super chat on my
Hello,
phone.
if you're drawing cards, I'd love a pull. Okay, so let's do
it.
And I'm going to have you read.
Yeah, I have
Because-
to get the book, actually.
Oh, you're right. It is. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to go
To see my full outfit.
several times. Fashion show.
Welcome.
So go all the way around to the bookcase. Yeah. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, it's just on the bookcase. It should be there, the box and the book. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, of course you can tell we film in our house. And our goal is in 2026 we may move to a studio, a bigger studio, so we can have a lot of fun with the sets and everything. But for now, we are in our house. We started our podcast in our house.
No limits, guys.
No limits. Okay. So we're going to pull a card. All right. Riz the Wiz Oracle deck. And if you guys want to get your own, let me just give that to you really fast. I should probably do that after.
Ginger soda.
Sorry, not sorry. Let me just do it now because I will forget. Just get it out of the way. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Da 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 da.
I wish there was like an autumnal
I know,
song,
right?
No one writes those.
Do
Yeah, right, they all would sound like that.
da da dee.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do.
Wind in the trees.
And the autumn breeze
Hey.
and the trees
Hey.
with the leaves. Here we go. Everybody ready? This is Big Glenn's card. He got the King.
Ooh.
I just got chills
Glenn, that's a
up
great
and down
one.
my spine right
Okay,
now.
21.
I have literal chills right now. So Riz designed and channeled all of these images,
this is such a
and
great one.
he worked with AI programs and designers to put it together. This is in the early days when AI was still what it is, but it was not easy. Each card was like 80,
Hundreds of drafts.
hundreds
per
of drafts
card.
per
Yeah.
card to get it to match the vision that he had.
Yeah. Okay. I am Leo, the king of the heart chakra. The kingdom of love is the truest state of your own being, isn't it? But what is a king exactly? In the past ages, the strength of a king was not only measured by the power of his sword, but the kindness of his hands. To unite and not divide. To listen as well as to command. To lead and to know how to be guided by the light. Within you now is the moment to feel the genuine heart of a king within yourself so that you might serve and provide. Think about building a kingdom that will last the ages and prosper. With compassionate vision, recognize the souls who embody this regal bearing and nurture it in those who have the spark. Respect the passing of the crown as well when it is time. This is wisdom. And when it is your turn to wear it, step up and stand tall. As you stand before the lands that reach your new horizons, know that you can bring others with you and not be left behind. You too can provide food for the body and soul with your courage, lion heart, and vision. Now is the time to honor the crown and place it upon your blessed head. The crown embodies the chakras in full radiance, beaming waves of light that connect you to the universe more fully and bring light to the path of the person you travel it with. A false king serves himself and rules the people, while a true king rules himself and serves the people. Rejoice.
Oh, that was the last line?
Yeah.
Rejoice. So I'd like to know, Big Glenn, how you feel about that card. What came up for you? What feelings did you get when you were listening? What came to mind? How did it resonate? Was there anything that it confirmed anything for you? Any inner dialogue that you have had? And this was like an answer to that. I would love to hear. Craig has a question. So for future, anybody who wants an astrology reading, it's best to give your birth date
And time. Although, if we can't get into that level of detail, you can also give your sign, and I can tell you, like, in general, what's happening for your sign right now.
For instance, Craig wants to know any information on his love life. And so to do that, Craig says, I posted a question, any insights about my love life? But to do that, I think you need to have a little bit more detail, don't you?
Yes, I would need that.
Yeah. So
let's see.
Birthday and time, right? He says, I'd like an astrology reading.
City and time, but if that's too complex, if I know his sun sign, I can see what's happening in the house of relationship and just talk about that.
So he says, I'd like an astrology reading from Erica. I'm curious about my love life. I'm currently single. However, I prefer to find a fella to date, a relationship that enhances both our lives as lovers. It's very sweet. I mean, he sounds like he has a really big heart, just the way he writes. Like, that made me emotional. Of course, the empath. Like, right? I'm like, that
he's
made
a
me
Pisces.
almost cry.
March. Okay. So let me take a look at what's going on for Pisces.
Yes.
Uno momento. Okay, so in general, what's happening with Pisces right now, without knowing your specific chart, Craig, it would be important to see what's happening in your 7th house. But one of the biggest things, this is a very big year for Pisces because the North Node is moving through Pisces. That's for everyone, but that's also where your sun sign is. So the North Node is so much about who you're stepping into and becoming, and your South Node is what you're releasing and letting go of. So with Pisces, it's about stepping into the more intuitive, the more compassionate, the more dreamy, romantic, imaginative, cosmic side of yourself, and releasing the parts of you that are in the shadow side of the South Node, which is in Virgo, which is overly critical and too 3D.
And you know what's really funny about you saying that is right when you said that, because I connected to what he said and I felt his energy.
Yeah.
Then you said that and I was like, that's exactly what I was feeling. There's a feeling I have of it's time for him to let others see his light.
Yes.
And see how magical he really is. Yeah. It's time for you to come out of the closet again.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And really let people see how sparkly you are and how much, because you have so much power as a Pisces and you can really affect people's lives. And I know you know that.
Yeah.
And so to allow yourself to let those like Christmas lights all light up in your Christmas tree, just let it all shine. It's not going to be overwhelming for people. It's just because you're enjoying Craig. You're just being you. And anybody who's attracted to that or wants that energy will come to you. But that's what she means about coming from the shadow. You're coming from the behind. It sounds like he had his time in the deep recollection of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's because everyone's working with the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo. But because your sun is in Pisces, Glenn, it's especially potent for you because the sun is who you are. It's how you shine. And if that's your sign, then it's like really, really allowing the best parts of being a Pisces to be like what you lead with, which is your big heart, your wild imagination, your romanticism, your love of fantasy, like all of those things, your intuitive nature, like that is meant to be fully on display. And with the South Node, it's the negative side of Virgo, and I can say this because I am a Virgo. It's the part that goes, I'm not good enough. It's not good enough. You're too hard on yourself. You overthink things. And it's too like, well, if I don't see it out here, it's not real. Or I can't have
choked.
it.
Oh my God. If I don't see it out here, it's not real.
Yeah.
So you wait for the thing to show up and then you'll come out? No. You have it backwards.
Yes. So if you
come
want
out first.
love, it's not, I'll know that I'm lovable when somebody loves me.
Yeah.
Like that
Right.
would be the distorted Virgo. South Node would say, I'm not lovable because,
different.
you know, well, yeah, this is for, so everybody, when I talk about a transit, that's for everyone. The South Node is in Virgo for everyone. So where it's impacting each person specifically depends on what house you have Virgo in. But the general story is that wherever you have your South Node in Virgo, it's where you say, I'm not good enough. I don't believe in it unless I see it. I have to see it first to believe in it.
Right.
And I'm going to pick it apart and overthink it to death because I don't trust. Now, there's amazing qualities of Virgo, but we're in the South Node, so we're not talking about the amazing qualities. We're talking about the parts that we want to heal. Then for the North Node in Pisces, this is where you do the opposite of that. You go, no, I believe in it because I feel it, because I know it, and then I see it. It's everything I'm creating out here is from my
You're bringing
imagination.
the sun.
Yes. So for Pisces, sun signs, this is who you are as a person.
Yeah. Your soul needs to know when you're done cooking in the oven. You need to know like, okay, that's enough. It's time for me to come out now. You have to gauge that and be sensitive enough to know when it's your turn.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Big Glenn said that he is a Leo and he pulled the King card.
And
he pulled the Leo, the Lion King
that's
card.
How it starts. Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'm telling you guys, you don't understand how powerful this deck is.
I say hello to the sun every day. You're describing me so well. Wow. Yay.
Well, I said I prioritize super chats because I want to be like everybody else. So let's read the next one.
She says, would love to have a card pulled from Lady O regarding my relationships with family, friends, and even possibly a future partner after the loss of my husband. Erica's input too would be great. And then she gave all her birth information.
So she's
a Capricorn.
So that sounds like a Riz the Wiz.
Definitely.
Yeah. So she's a Capricorn. Okay.
She's a Capricorn.
Well, I'm getting chills,
December
you guys.
28th.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm starting to feel some serious energy in the house.
I love that.
I'm going to tell you who I'm feeling here. I feel Kuan Yin energy because I said her name with a lot of intention.
Yes.
I feel her energy very strongly. I feel a lot of goddess energy. Earth energy, earth spirits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Wow. Okay, here we go. And by the way, you guys, we're taking our time. This is what we decided today. You know, Eric and I usually, we have a lot to say. We're very hyper people in many ways. and especially in the summertime, and it was 1,000,000 degrees outside. And we went really fast. Everything we did was like a supersonic speed. Everything was like quick. Yeah. And this time, we're slowing things down because this is autumn. And this is when you get cozy. And this is when you have pumpkin spice. And this is when you get, you put the lights on.
Rushing.
And it's not about going fast. And so we're not going to rush our session with you today. We're going to take our time. You could actually cook a dinner. You could go eat. You can drive. You could do whatever you want. And we're going to keep you company. And we're just going to talk to y'all. Okay. And don't worry, we're there with you. And we're going to answer all your questions. And we're going to take our time. So if our messages go a little long, that's okay. That's what we're doing today. And Riz is not here, so I can get away with it.
That's right. That's right.
I got a card. All right. So can you read the question again?
Yes, she wanted to know a card pool regarding my relationships with family, friends, and even possibly a future partner after the loss of my husband.
So the question is basically how she interacts with her world socially, or she's coming through. How would you interpret the question?
I would say, how she's interacting with family and friends, and then even a possible future relationship. So her relationship to other.
So that means she's focused on where she's at. Is she's ready to move on?
Yes.
Because the death of her husband was very probably extremely shocking.
Yes.
And so then she is looking to see how she can start to navigate and get out there in the world and start to move forward.
Yes.
All right. So I got a card for you.
Yes.
It is Lady Liberty, the Freedom card, ladies and gentlemen. So Miss E is going to find it. I have chills rolling from head to toe right now.
Wow.
Of course you pulled the Freedom card.
Let's see.
Of course you pulled the Freedom card.
Give me a second.
Wow. You know, Lady Liberty was designed by the French and given to the United States as a gift. And do you know that she is based on Isis, Hecate,
Right.
and she is the goddess of transformation from darkness into light. So
is the name of the card Lady Liberty, or is it called something else?
it's called Freedom.
Okay, thank you. So I was like, I don't see Lady Liberty here. 113. Okay.
Oh, there's no accidents.
Woo, this is good. You ready?
Here we go.
Enough of being tired. Enough of feeling poor. Shadowy masses that you learn and yearn to break free from. The lost, broken parts of you shall land on the shores of light. Open the golden door of freedom and grab the mic. Freedom is your ability to feel as much love at any time you want. Meditate on this. I am Lady Liberty, and I welcome you to your new home called Freedom. You've sailed across the darkest waters and storms, battered by the sea and winds drifting, and you have arrived to see my light through the fog guiding you in the harbor. You have crossed scorching deserts barefoot and thirsty for the heat, stealing the breath from your lungs and melting your flesh. Your eyes are blind by your tears, the memories haunting you of the past. You have longed for peaceful shores and gentle breezes. Do not despair, for it is done now. You are here. You are reaching your destiny soon. You are not only forged by the fires of your struggle, but by the light of the heavens. In your chest beats a mighty force of love and creation. The power of your gratitude shifts all negative vibrations, past, present, and future. This is your truest freedom, and let it shine as a beacon for all.
I can't even believe. I actually cannot. I mean, I do believe because I see this all the time, but it does not get old. That is unbelievable. Wow. So I told you that these cards are super channeled, super powerful. Yeah. So if you would like to have a card pulled and you have a question, please go ahead. Ooh. You don't have to pay if you don't have any thing to pay with. It's totally fine. Just go ahead and ask your question. Okay, so wow. Did we want to go to another? I think there was a couple others.
Yes. Let's see here.
So as far as Carla, we'll come back to you, Carla. What I would like you to do is give Erica she could check your chart. Mm-hmm. So give your birthday and
birthday, time, city. It's a little tricky to do the full calculation. So I would say if you give me your sun sign and if you know your rising sign.
Sun sign and rising sign.
That would be great.
Okay. So let's go back. Did we answer? We did.
Christine had a question.
Okay.
But Christine, we could. She wanted to have a card reading as to her current situation. So, we could we could pull a card without knowing the details of that if that's just what the message comes up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine. And who's this for?
This is for Christine.
Okay. What's her whole profile name?
Christine.
Just Christine?
Yes.
All right, Christine. You want clarity in your current situation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we're just going to feel the energy. It's going to come through. We're just connecting to you because there is no time and space. So we're all one and we're all in here together. So it's easy for us to connect and we could feel each other this way. All right. So I'm going to pull a card and here we go. You have a card pulled. We are looking at Metatron.
Oh, shoot.
Woo! Metatron.
I turned right to it.
You turned right to it. Of course you
I
did.
just opened it right up to Metatron.
Of course you did. That's insane, you guys. There's so many guides here right now. You don't even know.
Wow. Okay.
This is crazy.
I am Metatron. You seek to deepen your knowing, to clarify and to activate the higher vibrations of your purpose and divine mission. As an intuitive soul, you now stand on the bridge of sacred knowledge and are in the midst of a powerful transformation. Your spiritual gifts are unfolding, and these are the gifts you chose before entering this lifetime. Gifts designed for your path of self-evolution. Know that these gifts can be developed in ways that flow naturally for you. There's no need to force yourself to express them like others do, for your journey is uniquely yours. Yet, even in your individuality, you are connected to the web of all existence, woven into the infinite tapestry of life. Gaze now upon Metatron's cube, my sacred geometry. Within it, the shapes of the universe interlock in divine harmony. Focus on my cube, which I hold in front of you. Sit with this vision, breathing quietly and slowly. Meditate upon its intricate, crystalline structure and feel its glowing energy embracing you from all sides. As you do, you will find it dissolving negativity and expanding your connection to the flow of life, free from fear as layers of the past disintegrate from you. Envision the cells of your body as this geometry flows with the deep expanding energy. Then see the bright light rising up out of your skin all around you, forming my cube like a new aura wherever you are. This shall protect you and connect you with greater peace in all that you experience. You will begin to understand life not as a series of fixed events, but as an eternal dance of energy. Your past lives will appear to you not as identities, but as beautiful and intriguing facets of your soul's journey. In this higher understanding, you will release what you once called karma. Use this energy healing meditation to transcend the limitations of the past, present, and even the future. I am here to guide you, to help you awaken to the freedom that has always been yours.
So let me tell you a little bit about Metatron, what I know. All the guides I have a personal relationship with that are in this deck. I've communicated with them in one way or the other through Riz or on my own, and I have my own understanding. So I don't even really go and research online to see what other people are saying about particular guides. I actually have my own information and download. So I'll tell you what I know about Metatron. So Metatron is all about the symbols, sacred geometry, and the grid. That the grid, sacred geometry, and all of those corner points connecting in perfect symmetry, it is all about creation. Metatron is all about creation. He's all about, let's get technical. Let's put our engineering hat on. Let's create something powerful together by just allowing yourself to go into your own engineering, scientific, creative side of yourself that we all have, because we're all creating our reality. And that is what we believe, which we believe is the highest form of intelligence. And so as you are creating your life, you are using the energy of the grid and the energy of ley lines and the energy of, points and connections to things and frequency matches. It's a very complex situation when you start to really go into fine-tuning your creations in your life. How do you want a relationship to look? How do you want to feel in your life? Just imagine you have the most, this is a different analogy, but this is the best way to see it. Now imagine a giant like control panel, and there's this knob, and this knob has, let's say, 100 numbers, and it has all these tiny little fractions of numbers in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, right? So in the beginning, when you first start to learn how to create your life, we turn the knob from 1 to 10, or we go from 1 to 5, or 1 to 20, or 1 to 100. Okay. That's what it looks like when we first start to activate that side of us that wants to consciously create our reality. But then as life goes on, the years go on, as we experience more of what we like and don't like, and we want to customize it more and become more precise, we start to fine tune the dial. So instead of 1 to 10, we'll go 1 to maybe 7.6. And we sit there and try it for a second. And if it's not right, and that creation of what you're creating with someone or something or in yourself doesn't quite fit, you might be able to play with it a little bit. I could speak for both of us that we did this for years, where we would fine tune and fine tune and fine tune. But it wasn't until like the last few years when we finally started to really, really get it. And we were like, oh, there's like fractions here. There's fractals. We can go into hyper micro fractals. We can go as tiny and detailed as you want to get. This is a giant system. We're very advanced beings. So I know we don't act like that, but that's for another discussion, because our consciousness is that, and it's allowing that consciousness to come forward, right? So let's say you want to fine tune your life right now, and you want to get more specific and more detailed about what you want, okay? In some area. It could be work, it could be where you live, it could be how you dress, it could be how you eat, it could be in any area. So what you do is you start to fine tune, you go into the micro, and then you get tinier, tinier, tinier. And then you sit there and you enjoy it. And you're like, yeah, this is more like it. This feels like me. I love this haircut. Oh, I love this new house. Oh, I love this new job. Or I love this, and the other. And you get really like cozy and you feel good, right? So time goes on and you get comfortable. And then you're like, I'm feeling a little tight. It's not fitting me anymore. It's a little constrictive. I need to expand. I need to go to the next level. I need to understand what I'm doing here. So then guess what you do? You go back. Now notice you're not going to go jump to 20. Now some people do, and they need to in that area, and be aware. But some people, like in our case, will go, okay, let's say we're working on, give me a topic. Relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're working on a relationship. We got down to 7.6. And then so now we're like, wait, but I can tweak it still a little bit more. So let me go even deeper into my own creations. Let me understand myself a little bit more. Let me go more into my belief systems. Let me go more into like, how do I want to communicate? Where is it coming from? Can I connect to who I really am? Can I connect to who that person really is? Do I know how to listen? Can I feel? Can I surrender? Can I go into my masculine? Can I go into my feminine? Can I just allow things to be? Can I feel more flow? Can I breathe more air? Can I touch the sky in essence? Like, can I have more? Then that goes into more fine-tuned detail. Now, let's say her and I sit there for 6 months and we're like, damn, this is really good. I love this. We got great results. Everybody's rocking and rolling. Everybody's responding. Everybody's doing what we want, and we're doing what we want. Everybody's happy. We're like, okay, this is great. And then 6 months go by, 10 months, and we get this little itch. We know because we look at each other, and she's like, I'm not really feeling like I need a little bit something else. And then same for me. And then I'll go, not really 100%. I don't like where I'm landing here. Like, I think I need to adjust it a little bit more to make it even more comfortable for myself. Go deeper into the dial. We haven't even left 7. We're still in 7, but there's more fractals, more lines. You could go even tinier. So imagine like a Swiss watch, imagine an iPhone, imagine a microchip deck, imagine anything that requires high functionality. Imagine the tiniest little details that go into creating these very advanced systems, which we are, right? So this makes sense that big moves is not always necessary. In the beginning it is, and at some junctures it is. And we help each other with that. If there's a big move to be had, we acknowledge there's a big move. We got to go from 1 or we go from 7, we got to go to 12. And then but we're very aware of what we're doing. It's not random. So we're starting to take the randomness out of life and we're starting to get more precise. And this is what's going to make your life better, you guys. This is how you're going to feel better because it's not up to chance. Of course there's chance, like, oh, we didn't know that was coming. Oh, that person called me. I had no idea. Or, oh, look, this happened. I didn't expect that.
Right.
But for the most part, you're positioning yourself in the right place at the right time with the right people, expecting the right results because you're placing your bets on that little dial and you're bringing your A game. You're bringing your best self forward. You're walking in a straight line. You're moving towards the thing you want. You're asking intentionality, asking the universe and yourself and your guides and your ancestors and your descendants. You're asking the energy field around you for more. So as you keep walking into it, you go, thank you. Thank you. This is awesome. Acknowledge when it's awesome. Acknowledge what you did properly. Acknowledge, oh, I'm glad I made that move. I'm glad I made that move. I'm glad I made that move. Look, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Because you want to keep telling yourself and your brain needs to hear that you're doing it right. Because you get so tired of doing it wrong, right?
Yeah.
And you get tired of falling on your freaking butt all the time and then getting back up. So when you start making good moves, you acknowledge yourself. You don't need anybody to do it, but it's nice to have an accountability partner where you can go, good job.
Right.
You're doing great. And she's like, really? Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing great. And so, but if you're alone, I do it all the time to myself. She does it to herself where you say, wow, that was pretty freaking awesome what I just did right there. And I really came from a new place. And I like the way I said the thing that I just said. And I like that I cleared that area because in the past I would have never been able to say that. And look at me now. And I made a step forward and I made a step forward and I made a step forward. And before you know it, you're closer to the thing that you've been wanting all along. This is called creation class. This is called creation school. Metatron is a part of the study of, he's one of the guys that heads up all of these conversations about creating at this level because it's precise. Everything is precise. This is precise. This is precise. This is precise. This candle wouldn't be here. Or this glass wouldn't be here if the temperature wasn't precise. Her boots wouldn't look just right and on her leg just so with the right color if it had the precision, the thread, the precision, the color, the texture. Everything around you is precise. But what your eye does, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I'm on my soapbox right now.
No, by all means.
What your mind does is you go into what's wrong with society, what's wrong with life. You pick it out because we're perfectionists. So we go, oh, that's wrong. That doesn't belong there. They shouldn't be there. Why are they doing that? And it's all based on your beliefs and preferences. Fine. However, you don't have to stay there in life is falling apart. There's people that think that this is Armageddon right now. Okay, well, that's a very big lens. Like, oh my God, this is like talking like you're basically saying we're back in Jurassic Park.
Right.
And you can believe it if you want. I don't feel that way. She doesn't feel that way.
No.
A lot of you on the chat don't feel that it's Armageddon right now. We're actually going, oh yeah, we're evolving out of trauma. Oh yeah, we're evolving past this and we're upgrading past that. And oh, I see people are getting more precise. Oh, I see things are changing. Oh, I understand. The more intelligence you bring to your life, the more intelligence you bring to other people's lives, the more intelligence you bring to your world, it's going to mirror back to you. And you are going to have the feelings that you want from the people you want because you're bringing intelligence. Therefore, eventually, and Erica could tell you stories about this. She shares them with me all the time because she's out there in the world talking to all her clients and everything. And she sees like, wow, the more precise you are and the more intelligent what you bring to the equation, what you bring to the table, people will match you. They'll rise to you.
Yeah.
They'll say, oh, thank God somebody knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. That feels great. I love what she's saying. Oh, yes. Tell me more. And then you're listening from a different place. You get a different feeling in your body and you have a different reaction to people, and people have a different reaction to you. And so you see your world change. And that's called creation. Don't be afraid of the word creation. Don't be afraid of the idea that you're creating your reality. Don't be afraid of it. It's just technicalities. We're all engineers here. That's what this is all about.
Well, I look at it like, instead of being afraid of it, you can flip the perspective and say, isn't that really good news that you're creating your reality? Because otherwise,
talk about that. I like that perspective.
If you have the opposite perspective, like, I'm not creating any of this and all of this is just like happening to me, that's really scary. That's like, wow, so nobody's at the helm of the ship, or you're just kind of this like powerless being just existing and surviving. But if you look into, okay, I create my reality, well, then that means I can uncreate or recreate and change and adapt and grow and make this the way that I would like it to be. I'm not trapped at all. I'm not stuck in anything. Nothing's forever. Nothing's.
And by the way, don't be afraid of your intelligence.
Yeah.
Because here's what happens. We're in a world where if you stand out or you stick your neck out or you say something a little extreme or act in ways that seem a little bit, unusual compared to your fellow person next to you, a lot of people are afraid to do that. And they're afraid to speak their truth in that way. If you're coming from a peaceful place and you are balanced and neutral, most people can hear it. If you're extreme and you're taking sides, that's very divisive and that's kind of like aggressive. But if you're coming from a neutral place of evolution that we're all learning together and we're all growing and you speak from there, you'll have such good results from people.
I think it helps too if you're questioning like where you're coming from. If you just ask yourself, is there love in what I'm saying? Because if the answer to that, if you can find the love in it, am I coming from love? Like, is it clearly that is there love in what I'm saying? You're most likely going to be there. It can be a little tricky sometimes because you might think I am coming from love while I'm yelling at you.
I'm coming from love, like, damn it.
But if that's sometimes a starting point. I think that helps.
Did you want to take somebody's question?
I had some information for Carla.
Okay.
Because she wanted to know about finances and she gave some of her birth information.
Okay.
So she is Carla, you're in an important chapter in your finances. And primarily, for you, without going into too much like astrology terminology, but this has been going on for you since about July. And it will continue. So this is into about mid-2026 for you. But you're really looking at your ideas around self-worth and value, and does the external match how you feel about yourself internally? So if you're not feeling good about how things are going externally financially, it is going to be a reflection of how you're speaking to yourself internally about your own capabilities and your worth and your value and your ability to make your own success. Because a lot of this in your particular chart is about where you take initiative, where you see yourself having freedom, independence, and leadership, and being able to act autonomously. You're meant to embrace the independent side of you, the entrepreneurial, maybe not 100% an entrepreneur, but the entrepreneurial spirit who is like not shy about really going after what you want. So this is a big cycle for you, particularly in that area of finances. So really, really supportive for you in that way.
And if you guys have concerns about value, Paul just said, I'd like a car pulled for the group.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea. Yeah. I'm going to do that right now then.
Yeah. So from Lady O's deck. Yes. Absolutely. have to turn on my low power mode. Excuse me.
This little necklace is itching my eye.
Is it?
Yeah. So this is
I
my.
like that it like twinkles though when you move.
This is my prototype
Uh-huh.
deck. So this is the version that I didn't number the table of contents.
Oh.
You have to look for it.
It's like a fun adventure. I like it.
So
I'm always up for a challenge.
But the only way you can read it is you have to do like a lot of emphatic, not a voice, but.
Was I not being emphatic in the other ones?
Well, this is Celtic.
Oh.
Pagan, so we
I have to dial it up a notch.
You have to dial it up. Okay, so
Don't have to ask me twice.
I'm going to pull a card here for the group. And if this resonates with anybody, this is for your interior dwelling. And this has to do with how you feel in your own abode, workspace, garage, anywhere where you spend a lot of time, and what you may need to do and focus on. So it can help you to elevate the space. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Well, I'm just going to go with the first one that just came up, which is, without my glasses, I cannot see.
The Enchanted Tapestry.
The Enchanted Tapestry. That is your floor. That is your rug. That is the thing that nobody pays attention to. That is the thing that is under your feet that you have to see all the time, every day. It might be worn out. It might be beautiful. It might need to be changed. But let me tell you, subconsciously, you don't realize how much you actually take in the carpet if it's mildew, if it's dirty, if it's torn, if the wood needs to be cleaned, or if it's beautiful. If you acknowledge where your feet go, it's just as important as any other area of your life. So the floor is something to focus on. And you should look at some areas of your house maybe that you would like to change, or it's time to change the floor. Do you want to see the title again?
I have it.
Okay. And Erica is going to read. It's hard to see because it's smaller. Okay.
The Enchanted Tapestry.
But you have to be more louder.
I'm deep in the microphone.
Okay.
The Enchanted Tapestry, weaving comfort and protection. Rugs are the enchanted tapestry of your home, soft and grounding. They are woven with both comfort and protection. In Celtic lore, weaving was a sacred art, symbolizing the connection between the material world and the spiritual realm. As you care for your rugs, cleaning and tending to them, you are honoring the interwoven energies within your home. By keeping your rugs clean, you create a foundation of warmth and comfort, a soft landing that supports you energetically and physically. This act of care becomes a ritual of protection, creating a shield of softness and grounding beneath your feet.
Thank you.
Was that dramatic?
Yes.
Appropriate.
Very dramatic.
Okay.
Maybe even more dramatic than I thought you were going to do. Awesome.
The veil of...
There you go.
Don't tempt me. These, I just want to say, like, looking through these, the illustrations are so magical.
You want to show a couple?
I don't know if they'll be able to see them because they're kind of small. Maybe you can hold it closer, but it's just so... They're so special. Small. I want my whole house to look like that.
I probably have to show the actual...
Yeah.
Maybe the cards itself.
Yeah, I think so.
So while I'm doing that, Erica is going to tell you about our wonderful retreats. We have some coming up.
Yes.
And Riz and I will be with you on these retreats, guiding you through sacred ancient lands and vortexes. And we have so many things that we do that are planned with you, and it's so exciting. So Erica's going to talk a little bit about a few of them, and I'm going to show you my cards.
Absolutely. So if you're feeling adventurous at the start of 2026, I highly recommend you join us in Tulum, because we will be going to Tulum in January Yeah, I believe it starts January 19th. So it's like the third week of January. And that is going to be absolutely fabulous. We'll be visiting temples and ruins and cenotes, and also staying at a really, really beautiful retreat center. It's going to be incredibly restful, recentering, and an amazing way to start off your intentions for 2026. And after that, we have a flurry of retreats in the spring. We're going to be going back to Japan, which, if you have not joined our Japan retreat, I cannot recommend Japan enough. It is my personal favorite. I demand to go at all times.
She forces us to take her.
I force them
in
to
other
take
words.
me. I actually force them to take me because it is so much fun. We spend, it's almost 10 days in Japan, which is about the amount of time that you need. We go deep into Tokyo. We visit sacred sites and temples, and you go deep into the history and legacy and this beautiful cultural history of Japan and the Japanese people. And you also are totally immersed in the magic fun of Tokyo, which is the cute cartoon capital of the world. It is a fashion paradise. It is full of technological innovation. The food is fantastic. You are stimulated. I think you are stimulated body, mind, and spirit when you travel through Japan, and it really changes you as a person. And it's just, it really is my favorite retreat. So that's why I'm talking about it so much. And we also go for the cherry blossom season. So it is a life-changing retreat.
We're also going to Bali.
Yes. Then we are going to Bali. Before that, we have some spots left for our Sedona retreat as well.
Yeah, the Sedona one sells out.
It sells out. We usually end up having to create additional Sedona retreats because they sell out so fast.
Yeah.
We also have Joshua Tree, the alien retreat, and Joshua Tree, where we go contact in the desert. We are putting on night vision goggles and doing UFO tours and going to the Integratron, and Riz is channeling the Echelon, which is an alien group. It is, if you have been wanting to connect with your alien intelligence, that is the retreat to do that.
Yes.
It's absolutely incredible. And also, if you want to do something more local, that is an amazing one to go on. And then we have in the fall, we go back to Glastonbury in September, and we go to Bali, which Bali has been in demand for many years for us to do a Bali retreat and to experience, that's going to be yoga and channeling and beaches and Bali. I mean, need I say more? And Egypt. To top it all off, we have a very, very busy 2026.
Yes, we do.
With lots of opportunities for you to travel with us. We would love to have you. And we also have financing for our retreats now. So
because a lot of people, that's the biggest issue is, I can't go on the retreat. I wish I could. But
yes,
there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. So we have now plenty of options.
Yes.
And
makes
different
it
payment
much more
processors
accessible that you can plan and be ready for that.
Yeah.
And I know it can feel like, next November, a year from now, is very far away, but it's actually happens quite quickly.
I think
we sell out.
The two things I think were the most impactful for me in my life was shamanic journeys.
Yes.
And going on these retreats or doing international travel.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two things that healed the majority, if not all, of my trauma.
Yeah.
And my history is, I don't talk about it very much because it's like...
It's a lot.
It's a lot. My background is pretty intense.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot. And so... it saved my life and it saved my children's life. I also take them on retreats, and I also, they have joined me with journeys, and it saved us. Literally, we are able to do everything we want to do now on the planet because our minds and our hearts are open. When we used to go to India all the time, it was like the biggest heart opening experience you can possibly have.
Yeah.
And it changes you from the soul.
That changed me as a person.
Yeah,
when
it
we went to
changes your
India.
soul. Like you become a different person coming back from there. And, our retreats are very, very safe. We've been doing them for over 15 years. And we're like experts at this point in our retreats. We stay at really nice accommodations and the food is great. And we always have our transportation handled, and we're always never any issues. Everyone is always like-minded. You meet people. There's fast friends. People have long-term
They're very intimate
friendships with people that they meet.
And we don't
on
have
retreats.
Like massive groups right now.
Our group
so it's
size
like you really
is
get to know people.
Yeah, between 10 to
20,
25,
25
30
for Egypt.
Egypt is the biggest one.
A little bigger,
usually,
but
and Japan has been getting big.
it has been getting bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. So the biggest our retreats are going are about 30 people.
That's not a lot of people.
It's still not a lot of people. And we have so many big plans for the future. And I think next year might be the last year where our retreats are going to be kind of this size.
Yes.
Because I think they're going to start getting bigger based on some of the plans that we have for next year, because we have a really big year ahead of us next year.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. And you guys are like, we do this for you. This is the whole point.
Yeah.
The whole point is to bring fun and magic and just to calm your soul. There's times we're just talking about random things. And like Craig says, your voice is very soothing, he said, when you talk.
Oh, I thank you, Craig.
And it's like sometimes you're just doing something in the house and or you're driving or you're just at work and you're just listening to these conversations and it's going somewhere inside of you. And you're listening to the tones and you're listening and feeling the colors and all your senses are activated and you're curious why we're a little different than other podcasts and what's different and why are we talking about certain things. And it's because we're real shamans. It's because this is what we do for a living and we've been doing it for a long time. And so, our podcast is relatively new and we open the doors to our life. We've grown tremendously and grown a lot. And it's an interesting world, the world of podcasting. I wouldn't say for the faint of heart. You have to be pretty bold because there's everything that can go wrong does go wrong. And you constantly want to throw in the towel. Yeah. But we love doing our podcast so much. And we have decided that we want to do more and more costumes because we are getting such a kick out of it. And it's more fun for us. We're having more of a blast.
I mean,
so if you guys, we love to hear your comments about our costume. And if you guys watched our two Halloween shows we did.
Yeah, we had Beetlejuice. And then we had...
I was Lydia.
Beetlejuice, Lydia, and... I was Miss Argentina. And then we had Henry, the vampire, and Bride of Frankenstein, and Greg, the alien. There's going to be more. We are not done with costumes.
We want to continue to have fun. And, sometimes, like I told Erica, I was like, today when we do this, we're going to be dressed, but I'm not going to be in character, which is going to be interesting. Because we like to go deep into character.
As you guys know.
But sometimes I feel like it just depends on the situation or the mood that we want to just talk to you guys straight up where we're at, how, our true selves, so that we can help you like in a real way.
Absolutely. And also I think it's fun to know you can dress fun and costumey and you can really play with your look and you don't have to be in character. You can be yourself in that
was the other point we wanted to make. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much. And we'll talk to you soon.
Yes.
We don't know when we're going to film again. Riz is away, but next week, I think we'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll do something before he comes back. Maybe me and you can do another thing.
I believe so.
See. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you had a good time. Please like and subscribe. Please comment after this podcast is over. It really helps our channel and helps us move forward and get us out there. Thank you so much. Have a great time.
Guys.
Blessings to all of you. Stay true to yourselves. Love the holidays. Let it happen. Let it in. Let it out. Just be yourself.